Look at this festive birthday garland for the high chair banner that I made for the construction theme. I went to Hobby Lobby and got my different size ribbons to give it a little bit more style and character, and my cardstock papers, black, orange, white, and yellow. First, you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to cut them 10 inches in length. To me, this is the perfect dimension, but you can adjust this according to whichever purpose you're using it for. And for the twine that's holding all my ribbons on, I'm going to take and loop it back toward it and underneath and put them 2 strands of the end of the ribbon through that loop and pull it tight and adjust it down the twine. You're going to continue this process with all of your ribbons, and I did not show that I added a white and twine tassels just to give it a little bit more feel. That way the banner looked a lot more fuller, and you can see it at the end what I'm talking about. Now, to make this not so time consuming doing 1 strand at a time, it is easier to go ahead and cut your ribbon 10 inches, several pieces. I had used about 9 pieces of each color, so you can go ahead and cut them and make sure you have enough ribbon. And this is what it looks like as you go throughout your process, and just accordingly to what you're needing. Now, it's very common to put a title or the number that the child is turning, so I ended up using this glitter cardstock paper to make the 1 letters, and I wanted to make it more construction themed, so I added signs, and I was able to cut out these round filleted squares to do with the black, white, yellow, and orange color to make it really come together. And I just used my Cricut and put it into my program and was able to cut it out just smoothly. Now, for this to all come along together, I was able to use these glue dots to really help this process come about. And when you get all your pieces cut, just line them up to make sure everything is looking nice, and you're going to start adding the adhesive. So I really love these pop-up dots, adhesive dots. You can get them from Hobby Lobby, and you're able to put them on your crafts to make them really elevated and give your banner a 3D look. I really love it because it makes it look more professional. Now, you don't have to add these dots to every layer, but I added it to the letters onto the orange and onto the orange to the yellow. But I glued with Elmer's glue on the yellow to the white to give it a flat look, and then just to allow my black to not have to be punctured or to be able to just mess up or see the twine throughout it to make it easier to adjust on my banner. I was able to just add a glue dot on there to where I could just run it through really quickly and just put it onto my garland whenever I got through with it to know where I wanted my letter or titles to be for my banner. And you can see it in just a second. So this came out really cute. It was already looking nice and definitely popping with that black trim around it. And as you can see here, it looks amazing and it just fit the theme really perfect. I really love how quick this process is. It is not too time consuming. And of course, I mean, you can buy them, but I absolutely love making them and just fit into your theme and just pulling it together. And you can just see the different layers that I had right there. But overall, just look at what my sister-in-law did. The theme came absolutely cute for my nephew, and it just turned out to be a great birthday party. If you really like these crafts, follow us for more at Mama's Little Shop.